It's really in those moments where there's really not much going on, you're most rational. Whereas when you've got like extreme upside or extreme downside, you're having to contend with emotions, whether it be euphoria, whether it be fear, and those two things cloud your judgment significantly. So you end up not making very logical decisions. So the decision you make now, you can be more confident in. These are good decisions, not driven by emotion heavily.
Yeah, exactly. It's better if you believe in a company or many company, you accumulate, you're on the bid, you accumulate, and like you're saying, when it's moving fast and everything is exciting, we become emotional and we lose it all. I mean, our mind, we trade, we want to sell, buy back. I mean, I did it before. And I've read so many books. And if we look at Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio, all the big guys in the industry of the capital market investment, I mean, the best investment is to be at the right place, let it push. I mean, and you will make money for sure. You don't know how much, but you will make money.
Hello and welcome to Capital Cosmos, everybody. Today we have a very special guest on the show. It is Alexandre. Hope I don't butcher it, Alexandre. Boivin?
Boivin, it's good. Boivin, it's good. How do you like it?
Awesome.
But normally in French it's Boivin. But
Boivin.
In Spanish, I always say Boivin because people, they don't know how to say Boivin.
Boivin. All right.
Boivin is the real name.
I'll just go with Alexandre for now.
That's good. That's good, Danny.
Awesome. Well, disclaimer, everybody, nothing in this video is financial advice. Neither Alexandre nor I are financial advisors, but also this video is a sponsored video. Alexandre is the CEO of Quimbaya Gold, ticker symbol, it's QIM. So Alexandre, do you mind giving us a bit of a background in terms of who you are and what got you into the gold exploration space?
Yeah, thank you, Danny, for having me today. Yes, I started as a trader in precious metals. I was trading the silver, the futures, and at one point I got an invitation to invest in an area in Colombia named California Valley. It's northeast of Medellin, and it was in 2010-11. And so I did invest. I didn't know a lot at the time, but I mean, I invested with the right people and the right team, and they were all drilling at the same time. And A.K. Batista, a Brazilian billionaire, came and bought all the area for $2 billion. So I said, okay, I did like the precious metal, but I said, okay, I would like to know more about mining and doing that type of job. So I went by myself in Colombia in 2013. I kind of learned the Spanish. I had to because there, if you don't speak Spanish, forget it. And after that, I tried to find some projects, and I learned a lot about exploration and also production, small-scale production, because there is a lot of small-scale production in Colombia. It's not rare to find it. And I learned, and step by step, it's been 10 years, and now we have Quimbaya Gold listed on the Canadian Stock Exchange, and I'm very excited with the asset we have, the team we have. So that's where I am in my process, in my career process.
Nice. So, what's kind of your vision for the future for Quimbaya Gold?
Yeah, so it's funny because when I was there at the beginning, 2013, I'm seeing so many potential in Colombia for in the mining industry. There is a lot to do. Right? It's not like Peru. Peru is well advanced. Chile. I mean, Colombia was kind of behind, and that's why I say, hey, if I learn how it's working here and with all the potential that Colombia has in the mining space, I think I can do a lot of things. And so I see Quimbaya Gold to become one of the big next exploration company in Colombia. Like I said, I was involved as a passive investor in the California Valley, so I have seen it. I have seen stock going from 50 cents to $13 10 cents to $2. I have seen it, and I taste it, so I like it. And after that, I have seen Continental Gold worth $7 million market cap. Nobody was looking at it. 10 years later, 1.9 billion. So I've seen many things like that. Now we have a so that said, I think Quimbaya, early stage company with the right team, right asset, I think we can become something significant in Colombia. So that's my vision about Quimbaya.
Right. Now, how do you determine where to explore? Can you kind of like walk us through that exploration process?
Yes, of course. What is really nice about Colombia, there is a lot of small scale miners. So that helps a lot, because some countries, like let's say you go in Canada, and with the winter, you won't see, let's say, little production. It's more like big scale miners. So that said, first of all, when we go see an asset in Quimbaya, we try to find where the people are already mining it, the gold, okay, because we're looking for gold. So when you have that, it gives you a lot of information before to start the geophysics or mapping, grab sample, and the drilling process and all that type of thing. Example, our flagship project, which is named Tahami, northeast of Medellin in Segovia. The project around us are producing 300,000 ounces of gold yearly. It's 600 million cells. On our property, we're not producing, we're in exploration, but we already have historical mines. So we know there is gold, we just don't know how much. And that kind of exploration, it's very basic, but that helps us to go faster and let's say to de-risk some asset and properties. And after that, for sure, we do like everybody. I mean, there is some technology, intelligent artificial, that we can use, but we still need some work on that. I think it's coming step by step. But at the end, the best at the end, what we need to see, it's drilling and see result, meters per grams per ton. Us, we're lucky, we're in a jurisdiction is very high grade gold, and that, I mean, it's less risky than low grade gold. And so even with the price of the gold at this price, we're very lucky in Quimbaya, because high grade gold, I mean, all in cost can be around 1,000 and less. So it's pretty good in this market.
Understood. So you alluded to AI there. Are there any other innovative or unique techniques or technologies that you're leveraging in Quimbaya that other exploration companies aren't, or aren't to the degree that you are?
Yes. So we have an interactive map inside. I mean, it's not public, it's inside. So we're looking at all the project, everything what have happened in Colombia in the mining space. And we're partner, he's a shareholder of Quimbaya with the last acquisition. This guy, he has technology to be the fastest guys to claim in Colombia. So that means that we look at the map and we say, okay, this area we will be interested in because there are producers, there are some drilling targets that we are, or company that has real good result, and we are able with the system to go claim for a low cost. I mean, we don't have to buy it to anybody. It just, if somebody loses title for any reason, it doesn't pay scamming fees, or he's making a mistake in his declaration, we take it. So that guy is a shareholder with us. It's his technology, but because he's a good shareholder with Quimbaya, I think we have an advantage, and he's very motivated to help Quimbaya with this system. And so that's the kind of technology we have now. And we're looking for AI for geophysics to kind of compare big deposit neighbor from us, but that's not done yet. It's kind of the technology, artificial and technology in the mining space, I think needs a lot of investment and improvement, but it's coming, I think, because we have seen a nice ride in the technology over the last decade. And I think if mining come back and we're in a bull market in the mining space, maybe some technology companies will be able to, I mean, I'm pretty sure some tech guy will come in the mining space and try to help, because we have seen it with Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates already.
Right.
So I think it's coming.
So do you think other gold exploration companies in general will begin leveraging, AI or building out data science teams to take advantage of this sort of thing?
Yeah, I think so, of course, because if we look at all other sectors, I mean, I think technology has helped a lot. So I don't see how it won't help in the mining space. For sure, like I was talking with someone last week about it, and for sure, the technology, because in mining, you have many steps. Your first exploration, and after how to mine the reserve, and after that you have the metallurgy. So it's kind of, even if you can find with the technology where is the deposit, we don't know if it's still economical or the way you will mine it, and if the recovery is good. So it's a complex, let's say, sector, or but I think it will go, maybe to give you some parameters to help you de-risk some step, but maybe it won't be perfect at the beginning for sure. So we need a lot of investment or mistakes or
Yeah.
back and forth.
No, I mean, this is extremely fascinating. So we were just talking about, some of the innovations in the gold mining industry. What about the gold industry in general? What are some of the factors you see driving the gold market in the coming years ahead?
Yeah, me, what I like to see now, it's we're seeing the interest rate going higher, and we don't see the price of gold going down. So that for me, it's very, very positive, because the real price of gold is going higher, but nominally it doesn't look, it doesn't move. So maybe, I don't know exactly when, but at one point now the Fed is raising the rates, and internationally it's moving higher. Maybe at one point they will stop, and that will help for the price of gold, I mean. And also, like, I'm seeing the biggest company in the world in the mining space, gold, merging. Okay, there is a consolidation, and this company needs to grow too. So I mean, at one point they will have to, and it will give the opportunity to invest more in juniors to define more asset or economical deposit, because they need to fill their reserve. Them, I mean, Barrick, Newmont, all this group, they need to 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 put in their asset like a life of mine to continue to produce and keep the momentum. So because this big company are merging, I think it's a very good signal for investment in gold, in junior, in exploration in the near future.
Got it. So, gold exploration in general is pretty risky, right? So how do you guys manage risk at Quimbaya?
Good question. I think for sure it's a risky business, but I think it's like in everything. If you don't know what you do, it's very risky. If you know what you're doing, you cut the risk at least in half. Okay, so us, we're lucky. I mean, we're lucky. It's not very lucky. We built it, but first of all, our team is pretty amazing, and internationally, we're well diversified, and also in Colombia. So the team is the best asset in a company for me. I think I have seen so many good projects with a good team and bad team. It's a game changer. The team is the key. Us, we have people that they already build mines, sold mine up to $4.3 billion. So we have experience, and we have people in the ground, underground in Colombia, and it's very important. So that's the first thing. Also, on the capital market side and raising money, us, we have access to money, and we have a very tight float on our capital structure. That's good to see too in a company. When you see the management and director and big investor or shareholders are highly invested and they believe in the vision, that helps a lot. So that's our case. After that, on our asset, it's very good because we have, like I said, we're always located to other production or project that that has proved that it's working, and for sure that you're gonna have the risk when you drill. But if it was no risk, you won't make a 5x or 10x your money. So if you can manage all the downside risk and like let the upside go, is very good. So us, like I'm repeating myself, but it's the team for sure, experience, nothing can change that. And we have 40,000 hectares of portfolio in Colombia, and we know how to manage there. So it means that if for any reason it doesn't work, or it's not what we wanted, it's not good enough, we always have access to other assets. And with our technology, we have access to other titles or other claim at a very low cost, because we don't have to buy it to somebody else. We just have to claim it, the fastest one in Colombia. So that's how we manage the risk on our side.
Interesting. So Colombia, so I mean, obviously, you feel very good about, mining in Colombia, but what do you feel, from a risk point of view? So you feel like Colombia is a good jurisdiction to do business in, just because there's always concern about nationalization and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I really like Colombia. I've seen people have success there. I was part of a success story on a passive investor. I mean, I think Colombia, we have seen it. It was 200 years, it was all right. And now it went left with new government. They tried to bring some, let's say, responsibility to the mining companies, like to be very social, to share the pie at the end and be very responsible. I have nothing against it. Also in Colombia, I mean, if you look at the GDP, I don't have the exact numbers, but mining and exportation and of the commodities, it's one of the biggest revenue, it's the biggest revenue of the government. And also when you have juniors or investor, foreign investor exploring for the asset, you get the canon fees. If they are mining exportation, you get the royalties. So I mean, and it's bringing economy, it's the people work. I mean, for me, it's a no-brainer that Colombia cannot survive without, can survive, but cannot grow without the mining space. And I think we should be very responsible as an entrepreneur in the mining space. And I think it's good to adapt and to be better and better in any space. But for me, I think every country, like if you go to, I'm Canadian, if you go to Canada, you have winter, you have indigenous, you have, so in every country you have their risk. And what I'm hearing in Colombia, nationalization, I can't say it's impossible, but I think you won't see that tomorrow for sure, because people are so much like, I don't know, they like their country and they like what's happening and they want to grow. And I don't think, and we just see it with I mean, currency is very intelligent. The market, I like to look at the market. If we look at the pesos over the last 2 months, 3 months, it went very up against the dollar, the Canadian dollar, and the US dollar. So that means that the market is seeing that Colombia is getting back to normal. Because when the government entered, the last government entered, we have seen the pesos losing maybe 25%, something like that. And now it took back 10, 15%. That's a good signal to see that it means people want pesos. It's not for free, no? There is a trade. So people are coming back.
Yeah, I mean, you run that risk of nationalization, like you alluded to before, in any jurisdiction, really, even like Canada or in places in the West. Yeah. So what do you consider your competitive advantage there over at Quimbaya Gold? What are you guys doing that you feel is head and shoulders above the rest?
Yeah, but if we look at all the companies that they are juniors, they are drilling, they have good project, good team. Let's say like the first key, I already said it, like if you have a good team, highly invested, nice capital structure, highly held, and good project, I mean, you're in a good path. I think what is very interesting with Quimbaya Gold, we're a new company. It's not like we're bringing recycle asset from 10 years and telling the same. It's brand new, and we will drill as soon as possible. We will drill as soon as possible. So I think what is very interesting, it's good asset, good team, good capital structure. We'll drill soon, and it's new. It never has been drilled. So all that, I mean, I think in life everything has to be aligned, and when that is all aligned, I think there is a huge upside to see if the drill result arrive very good. So we'll see.
Any big exciting projects or goals that you're looking forward to with Quimbaya?
We're always open to buy us. I mean, I think like there is two ways to make to build a reserve the asset. It's you can drill, explore, or you can also buy like project with already ounces of gold and everything. So we're always open. Right now with the last acquisition, I mean 40,000 hectares, we have 3 projects. We already know there is historical mines, there is gold, etc. We need to drill it to see the potential, and I mean to get the let's say we're at one drill hole to have a company maker. So if you hit a big hole, I mean you're gonna finance big, the stock will go, and I mean you're gonna drill to define the deposit, and our main focus, it's 2 projects. It's the Tahami project in Segovia and also Maitamak project in Abeoral. It's 2 hours south of Medellin. I think just there we have 2 company makers. So, I mean, I'm very excited. Right now, we're working on the exploration campaign to define the best drill target, the best drill targets. And as soon as we can, we will drill. And I suggest everyone to go follow us on Quimbayagold.com, the mailing list, and also on LinkedIn, Quimbaya Gold, and on Twitter, Quimbaya Gold, because news gonna come as soon as possible. But we're working on that. I mean, you won't wait a year to see some results, right?
Yeah,
so
we'll have all your social media down in the description below for people that are interested. So that sounds great. So where do you see the future of the gold exploration industry, and then where do you also see Quimbaya intermixed with in that?
Yeah, I mean, I really hope that Quimbaya can define one of the best project in Colombia over the next few years. I mean, if it's going faster, perfect. But I mean, it always takes time to arrive at the end. But Quimbaya Gold, I see it like I'm telling you, one of the next big exploration company that can make the difference in Colombia, and hopefully at the end sell the project to somebody who wants to mine it, or make a joint venture or something like that. And for the exploration, I think, I mean, even with the price of the gold right now, I think it's a soft market. But like I like to say, because I started as an investor, and I prefer to enter in a market when it's quiet, and I think it's gonna come, then the contrary. Like you know, I have an example about that, and it's surfing. Like I went to Costa Rica surfing, and I was trying to get the best wave that I can get, and I was swimming left, swimming right, and at the end, at one point, I just stopped and I just let the wave arrive for me. So I made preparation. That's exactly what we're doing with Quimbaya, building the good real asset, having a team, be ready for that wave. And when that wave arrives, normally you have the best surf ever, way better than running after all the projects or after everything. So that's an analogy that we're trying to do in Quimbaya. So we're waiting for the wave. We're ready right now.
Yeah,
so,
you're letting the market come to you.
Exactly. It's life. I mean, if you look at history, nobody's controlling the market, and it's always, I mean, if you look at history, nobody's controlling the market, and it's always, I mean, if you look at history, nobody's controlling the market, and it's always, I mean, if you look at history, nobody's controlling the market, and it's always, I mean, if you look at history, nobody's controlling the market, and it's always go and come back. I mean, we have seen it, the technology in the 2000 was a big bubble. It went down and nobody was in after. So maybe, I mean, at one point for sure, mining will come back. I mean, very, very aggressively. It's
Hmm.
always coming back. And I mean, if in that window you're ready, because we never know when it will happen. If you're not ready, and you run after your wave, it's too late sometimes. So it's better to be relaxed, accumulate a position or your portfolio, and when the wave arrives, make it happen.
Yeah, it's really in those moments where there's really not much going on. You're most rational. Whereas when you've got like extreme upside or extreme downside, you're having to contend with emotions, whether it be euphoria, whether it be fear, and those two things cloud your judgment significantly. So you end up not making very logical decisions. So the decision you make now, you can be more confident in. These are good decisions, not driven by emotion heavily.
Yeah, exactly. It's better if you believe in a company or many company, you accumulate, you're on the bid, you accumulate, and like you're saying, when it's moving fast and everything is exciting, we become emotional and we lose it all. I mean, our mind, we trade, we want to
Yeah.
sell, buy back. I mean, I did it before, and I've read so many books. And if we look at Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio, all the big guys in the industry of the capital market investment, I mean, the best investment is to be at the right place, let it push. I mean, and you will make money for sure. You don't know how much, but you will make money. If you try to trade, even if you make money, and after that you can have 9 trades in a row, good. If you have one bad after, maybe it's killing all your profit, maybe worse. So
Yeah. Yeah,
depends.
100%.
Everybody's different.
Yeah, 100%. I appreciate you kind of like diving into, the investor inside of you. I kind of want to pick your CEO side though. What's the biggest lesson you've learned as a CEO for a gold exploration company?
People, people, people. I mean, it's so important to have people with experience, people invested. With my experience, people when they're not invested, they can tell you their opinion, they can say whatever they want, but at the end, not they don't care, but they don't really care. When they have something to lose, it's very different. And I mean, if you have people that they have the same vision and the same value, it's a game changer. It's a synergy, right? It's like a team
Hmm.
spirit in sport. And that in Quimbaya, we have it not only internationally with the board, but the people from Colombia, and we have a good chemistry, a good team. And it's kind of, it's magic. No, I mean, everything is aligned. So people, people, people. I think if you look at all the good companies that they had success, if you go look at the people and the way they invested in their company, they control their capital structure, you will see. I don't think one big project has been
Yeah.
sold from people that they didn't care and they didn't make sacrifice in their own company. I don't think so. If you find one, tell me, because me, that's the first thing I look at it. The people.
Yeah.
It's a
Management.
game. Yeah.
So, bringing it back down to investing, just kind of wrapping everything up, what is some advice you'd give to investors looking to get into the gold mining space and even the exploration space? What are
Yes,
some of the
but
factors you would look at as an investor to pick out good gold mining stocks?
yeah, regard good gold mining stock, I mean, you have two choices. You can go with a well-established project that is already economical. I mean, they already drilled, they already have result, and they just have to go to the finish line. So you're trying to find two things. I mean, my personal perception, if I'm less risky and I don't know very much, I would like to go with a project that, I mean, it's more advanced, and they just need to bring it to the finish line to build a mine and sell it to somebody. Uh, and also where you can make way more money, I think, it's an exploration, but that's more risky, and you have to. I mean, it's good to look at a company that's going to drill soon. Example, Quimbaya, it's going to drill soon, so you can enter and you will see the result, and that can give you a good upside. And if the result are not good enough, I mean, at least they still can drill other targets and everything. But that's so I will say one project with already nice asset, I mean reserves that they can bring it to the end, or when they are ready to drill, it's good. Because sometimes company like Quimbaya, we were quiet for 1 year, and I mean the market was not perfect, change of government, etc. A lot of things, and I mean we were just not ready. It was not the best decision to go drill and to go spend the money. But now we're ready to drill. It's always good to be before we drill, because like I said, we're at one drill hole to make a company maker. And I have seen it, one drill hole and went to, I don't know, 50 cents to $5. It's not impossible. And so that's what I have to say. And for the goal, let's say if we go more macro, and me, I always have gold in my portfolio, because if the market, I mean, if you have a mix of gold and stock, if the stock going down, and normally your goal, not the physical, but I mean the gold spot will always be less volatile. So that can give you the opportunity to sell your gold and to buy more stock if it went down. So if you're all in your stock and it's going down, I mean, you don't have an insurance to dilute more your price or whatever. So, and always look the gold market, I mean, it's always going like that. It's like the S&P 500 on the long term. So you just have to think when you want to enter, and if it's for long term, short term. But definitively with interest rate going higher and the gold is stable, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but I think it's a good sign for the gold in the near future to go higher. Normally it should go higher, but we never know. It's the market to decide what people think. If people are ready to pay for more for it, why not? If not, we don't decide that.
Yeah. The market makes fools of us all. So any parting thoughts before we sign off?
I mean, thank you very much, Danny. It was an amazing time, and hopefully I hope to come back at the show with more result and advancement about Quimbaya Gold, and we will have fun.
Awesome. Well, I will post all your social media in the description box below. And with that said, you guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.